Singapore is famous for being one of the most food-secure places in the world. Even though they import 90% of their food, they buy from more than 170 countries, so nothing ever really runs out. But in 2019, climate change started looking scary, and the government thought, what if global supplies get disrupted? So they launched a bold goal called 30 by 30. Produce 30% of Singapore's nutritional needs locally by 2030 without adding new farmland. The idea sounded great. The reality? Not so much. A country that used to farm but doesn't anymore. Back in the 60s, Singapore actually had tons of farms. More than 20,000 family farms growing most of the vegetables, eggs, pork, and chicken. But as the country developed, farmland was replaced by housing, factories, and infrastructure. Pollution from pig farms didn't help either. By the 1980s, Singapore basically gave up on farming and focused on importing food instead. It worked so well that in 2019 they were ranked #1 in global food security. Why 30 by 30 sounded smart. Climate change, rising risks, and memories of past import shocks pushed Singapore to rethink things. They reorganized their food agencies and invested in vertical farms, indoor aquaculture, rooftop growing, circular waste-to-food systems, alternative proteins. They even announced a massive 390-hectare high-tech farm zone in Lim Chu Kang. The plan was ambitious, but achievable on paper. Then reality hit. COVID slowed construction. Then the Ukraine war sent global energy prices skyrocketing. Vertical farms suddenly became insanely expensive to run because they were basically high-tech greenhouses powered by electricity, and Singapore's electricity depends almost entirely on natural gas. Meanwhile, imported veggies got cheaper. Local ones, 7x more expensive. Singaporeans were willing to pay a little more for local food, but not that much more. Startups began failing one after another. Land deadlines were missed, projects got canceled, and the approval process for farms took forever, up to 106 weeks. By 2025, it was clear 30 by 30 wasn't going to happen. The government scales down. In November 2025, the government officially scrapped the goal and replaced it with something more realistic by 2035. 20% leafy veg, mushrooms, sprouts, 30% eggs, and seafood. Much more doable. They highlighted some small wins, egg production rising to 30%. But overall vegetable output had actually fallen during the transition. A good dream at the wrong time. So yes, 30 by 30 became one of Singapore's rare public policy failures, but the idea wasn't bad, just hit by bad timing. High energy costs, expensive land, and tech that isn't quite ready for prime time. Singapore tried something bold, maybe too bold, but at least they tried. And the lessons will probably shape whatever 30 by 30 2.0 looks like in the future.